Hey, what's up everyone? Happy New Year. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday season. It's been a super busy time for me. As you can tell, my desk back here is kind of a hot disaster. I know it's a little blurry, but it's a mess between the holiday season, spending time with friends and family, and going on a trip. I've just been super busy. So before we dive into today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick little desk reset, show you guys that. And then we're gonna talk about some ways that you can make 2025 the best year yet. So I expect 2025 to be a year of big change for me. I had a lot of grandiose ambitions, but I've broken this down into 4 ways that I intend to improve my life this year. And in sharing these with you, I hope maybe you can improve your life as well. But first, if you're new around here, my name is Drew, and on this channel we talk about minimalism, financial freedom, and how to live a meaningful life. If that kind of content sounds interesting to you, please consider liking the video and hitting the subscribe button for more. It's no secret that we're addicted to technology, whether it's binging shows on Netflix or watching endless car crashes on Instagram Reels. On average, people spend over 6 hours a day behind screens, which consumes nearly 40% of our waking hours. I'm no exception to that. Okay, so this is probably going to be a little bit embarrassing, but I want to pull up my screen time on my phone right now, and we're going to take a look in real time and see how bad my screen time has been for the last couple months. I don't have high hopes for this. I know that if I don't have something to do, then I am more than likely going to sit on my phone and scroll Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. Honestly, my main app of choice is Reddit, so a lot of time spent on there. As you can see, this week, my daily average is about 5 hours across my phone. Let's go into my websites and activity. As you can see, I have spent most of my phone time on Reddit, Safari, music, YouTube, messages, and the creators app, which I'm using to monitor this video right now. But if we go into my screen time for the last week, it's pretty bad. Yeah, not great numbers here. It's kind of embarrassing. Even it was worse over the holidays. But you know, on average 6 hours on my phone a day, which is not great. That's something that I want to work on this year and intend to. And one of the ways that I am focusing on spending less time on my phone is engaging in what I'm referring to as analog activities. There are 2 major benefits to reducing screen time. First, we naturally avoid doom scrolling, that endless cycle of negative content. I know from experience that most of my social media time is either spent worrying about reality or trying to escape from it, and I'm sure many of you can relate. Secondly, reducing screen time allows us to develop deeper, more meaningful connections with friends, family, and partners. There are countless engaging analog activities you can enjoy alone, with a partner, or with friends. This year, instead of doom scrolling, I want to focus on activities like listening to full albums on vinyl, reading physical books and magazines, practicing film photography, and though it might be a minimalist cliche, making pour-over coffee. In 2024, I read a total of 10 books, that is including audiobooks. I want to continue to read more written material this year, not only because I enjoy it, but also it's nice to slow down and actually savor the content that I'm enjoying rather than, flipping through a phone and it's blasting a new video at me every 5 to 10 seconds. So my goal for this year is to read 12 books. I don't really have a restriction on what kind of books or how long they are, but just the number of reading 12 books, and I'm currently working on 2 of them. My current reads are The Broken Eye by Brent Weeks, which is a part of the series called Lightbringer. I'm hoping to finish that series this year, and I'm also reading The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Reading is a slow burn in the best way possible. Authors, whether writing fiction or nonfiction, delve far deeper in their written words than any screen adaptation could capture. Through reading, we can slow down and transport ourselves into different worlds, getting lost in stories, or gaining deeper knowledge than other media forms provide. Simply put, reading is awesome and we should all do more of it. 2025 is really a year about me getting intentional with my money by budgeting, tracking my spending, and intentionally spending less money than I have been over the last 4 or 5 years. And if you're in my shoes with a lot of debt and you feel like you're running on fiscal autopilot, now is a better time than ever to make a change and to improve your financial life for the better. There are 4 ways that you can improve your financial life this year or any year really, and those are to track your spending and evaluate your expenses. Make sure you're not overspending on things that you don't need to. Learn to live below your means. Again, don't spend money on things that you don't need or can't afford. Third is pay off your credit card debt. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. High interest debt, it fucking sucks, for lack of a better term. And the fourth one is to build an emergency fund. Nobody wants to be metaphorically caught with their pants down in a financial situation that you can't get yourself out of. So having a backup fund of a couple months of living expenses if you get fired or you have a medical emergency, it's really good to have and stow that away. Doesn't have to be put in all at once, just build it slow and consistently over time. So these are just a few of the ways that I'm hoping to improve my life in 2025. And by sharing this with you, I hope to not only, maybe help improve your lives a little bit, but also to actually keep myself accountable. So at the end of this year, I hope that I can make a video looking back on what I've learned by implementing these 4 rules, ways, whatever you want to call them, in my life, and how they have helped me in return. If you're interested in following this journey outside of YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram at Drew Alexander. That's my name without the last 2 vowels. Or you can grab my newsletter at drewalexander.co. Anyway, I hope you had a great new year and that you're ready to start 2025 off on the right foot. I've got lots of stuff lined up for this year and I can't wait to share more. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.